Hi guys, welcome to another episode of The Idea Shop. If you're watching this on YouTube, then it's definitely on my personal page, Zino.ea. No matter where you're watching or where you're viewing this, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe. So today I was thinking of sharing something I learned from one of my businesses recently that went left. Let me put it that way, that went left. And it's about choosing and managing your team. No matter how powerful or how strong you are, you cannot pull off a lot of stuff without having a great and powerful team. You will rise to the level of the team you have. And if you choose to go solo, because especially if you are in the creative industry where nobody can really do stuff to your standard, unquote, your standards, there's going to be a cap to which you can't grow past, because you need assistance. You need to free up space to be able to get yourself to that vital 20% that will yield 80% of your output. So you need someone to take on the extra 80%, and even later someone even more competent than you to take on the 20% role, so that you can have more time to do more vision stuff, more strategic planning, more leadership oriented tasks, which is extremely vital to your business, by the way. So one of the stuffs I learned from creating and managing a team and crashing a team is, firstly, you need to know what you want. If you are a startup founder, whatever, take a piece of paper by yourself, draft out the kinds of competencies you need. Not people now, the competencies you need. And also draft out the kinds of mindsets you need, because mindset plays a huge role in a lot of things. So the competencies you need, the mindsets you need, and after that, the next thing you need to do is look for these people within your circle of influence, because usually they're not very far away. They're usually around the same circle of influence where you are, because you may not have excess resources to pay for professionals, but within your circle of influence, a friend of a friend of a friend, you can definitely find someone. Now here comes the most important advice out of this whole block: is do not choose your teammates out of sentiment and out of cordiality. Do not choose a teammate out of the fact that I've known you for a couple of years, so you must be a good fit. Do not do that. Only choose your teammates out of competence and a mindset that is compatible with what you are currently doing. Because it was a mistake I made personally. I chose from my immediate direct circle of friends people I perceived that I could work with, were friendly, we could talk, we could gist, we could spend a lot of time talking about the future together, and I felt this person would be a great person to put on my team. But it was not so. Trust me, it wasn't so, because it can really ruin a friendship. Because everything goes fine. How the Holy Book put it this way: so friendships are made for adversity, but that is personal adversity. When it comes to business adversity, when the person has his own stake and his own interest to play, and the person brings an idea and you bring your own ideas, and there's a conflict of ideas, it changes the narrative. You people are not just friends, but you guys begin to have conflict on an ideological level. So I will not advise anybody to choose from their direct circle of friends for a strong team, unless you are really sure that this person, you guys can have strategic conflicts together. This person, you can, I think you guys should listen to my previous video on friendship, and this person is really someone you can call a friend for real. I won't really advise it. That's the third one. So first one was narrow down what you want, competencies and mindsets. Number two, look around your circle, your two circles in just basically your circle, the friend of a friend, to find out people to fill in your team. Number three, do not choose teammates out of sympathy or sentiment. Make sure you are very ideological and very clear in what you are doing. Not this person dreams together with me, so we have to work together. Some people, they are good friends, but they are very bad teammates. Let me say that again. Some people are very good friends but extremely terrible teammates. So be very careful and be very wary of those. So while you've gotten these people, I know the best way, I'm going to end with this because for me it was, when I discovered this, was a game changer. The best way to really get buy-in into your idea or the startup or whatever project you're working on is to share your vision. Obviously you need to tell them what you are doing and stuff like that, but not just tell them what you are doing, because I can tell you I'm doing X to generate X. It's cool, but most people want to build something that won't just give them money in their pocket, but something ideological, something that makes the world a better place, from something that makes them feel as if they contribute to this life in a huge way, sort of. So share your vision with them, not just what you want to do, but the reason behind what you want to do. That it borrowed the words from Simon Sinek. He said, start with why. So why am I doing this? What are we achieving? If you get on board with me, what does the future look like? So do not really start with the direct nitty-gritties of we're going to make this, we're going to launch this. That's going to come later. Why are you building this? Why did you get them here? What is the future you envision? And try as much as possible, because a lot of us think in pictures, so try as much as possible to make sure you get them to see the picture, you get them to visualize it, because that's the supposed idea of a vision. Now here comes the amazing hack I discovered, truly amazing, is when someone listens to your vision, and this will happen over a space of time. You won't really expect them to just listen. Some people will listen to your vision and jump on it immediately, like, oh yeah, I get it, and they've bought in. But to some it will take some time, to some never. Well, here's a simple word phrase that I found out on how to differentiate between those that have bought into your vision and those that have not. Now I think you really need to get your ears worked up for this, so I'm going to go as slowly as possible. A person that has bought into your vision pardon me, a person that has bought into your vision will say things like, what are we going to do? Emphasis on the word we. Now it's a subconscious something, like it's a subconscious statement. They don't really know they're saying it. They don't come prepared for it. They even look at your own self. When you were working with a team, there was certain kinds of words you use. So it's the person is not really thinking about it. It's, how are we going to face this problem? How are we going to do this? And how are we going to sort this? Now if the person hasn't bought into your vision, he says things like, how are you going to solve this? How are you going to do this? How are you going to? Now I've been privileged to be part of many teams and started a few teams myself, and I've found that I've always seen it work miraculous, where someone changes their you to we, to the sense of ownership, we, the project, and not just you, that you have to provide all the everything. I'm just to do what I want to do, but really taking ownership of the idea and the vision. So a slight rundown before I run off today is: 1, pick a pen and paper, write out the competencies, very important, the competencies and the mindsets that you need on your team. Number 2, look within your circle of influence and your circle of influence to choose a team. Number 3, do not choose a teammate based on sentiment. Avoid sentimentality or whatever while picking a team. Some people are great friends, but they are terrible teammates. Number 4, always look out for the you and the we paradigm. You stands for when they are not with you. We stands for when the person has taken ownership of the idea and they are willing to invest their efforts, their livelihood into this vision and this stuff you're trying to create. This is awesome. So don't forget, it's the Idea Shop. If you are watching this on YouTube, it's on my personal channel, Efezino_EA. Don't forget to subscribe, and bye.